Good evening, everyone. Come into the light. I know you're dying to see me. How is everyone this evening? Who have we already had? Darren, Corn, Protec, there was someone else, Monster Peck. Good evening, everyone. Good evening, Ulfric. What are we doing tonight? Hi, Craig. Uh, going to be doing something a bit. I wanted to paint one of these for a while. I'm going to paint a Thunderhawk. For non 40k people out there, a Thunderhawk is a huge troop transport for Space Marines. But with the announcement of Epic and Aeronautica Imperialis merging together and becoming one, the ships from, or some of the ships from that, are going to be in the Epic set. So I'm going to paint some Thunderhawks. I've got a few. I should actually be on painting setup so you can see. I've felt a bit. So yes, we've got some Thunderhawky bits. I've got loads of bits and pieces for it. I was just rolling backwards to find the stand, because when it's built, it stood on. From what we can tell, hi Tomo. What we can tell is these stands are no longer used, so that's not a worry to stick them into the bases and have them sat in. Kettles and pots and stuff like that. Yeah. So, I have instructions because, yeah, this is never going to go well. And put on the good goggles. Oh, I can see. So, we're just going to go straight into it. I need number 2 and number 1 and glue them together. I'm using my really snazzy snips because the more I use the snazzy snips, the least I have to do to clean up the cut marks and stuff like that. Come on. I can't. There we go. Yeah, I do need a haircut and I need a shave, but that's not going to be this week because I can't do my own hair. Yes, it's definitely a Thunderhawk. I found my box with them in. I really fancy painting one. I'm going to do them in my Legion's colours for Epic. I'm in two minds what to do for Epic. I don't know whether to follow suit and go with my Horus Heresy faction, or do something totally new. I really do fancy the green guys. Salamanders. No, I don't want to paint a denim Thunderhawk. I'm guessing you need some painting denim. I thought you were good at painting denim. Part 1 done. Look at this. I can build stuff. that one, or is there another one? That's that one. I've got a lot of scenery as well to do, some buildings, so I might start doing some of them on the stream. In the run up to Epic. Yeah, these are going to take a while. Right, so that clicks in there pretty nicely. Presuming it does hit some of that, but oops. If it goes really quick and it is really fast to build, then I may do it because I've got 2 of these. I might do the second one. Oh, there's iPhone or something like that. Zephon, whatever they're all called. So, if you buy these from Forge World in the full size, I don't think they would take as long as this to build. They'd come in a big lump. One huge lump of resin. It's raining again. It's not good, this rain stuff, because I need a lot of clothes drying. That's not going to happen anytime soon. Number 9. So that one goes up there. That fits really nicely. No. It's not going to be great when I run out of clothes. I definitely need a knife. My knife was in there. There we go. Always dry fit whenever you're building anything, because at the moment that's not fitting for various reasons. So always do a dry fit before slapping the glue on. There we go. This is where we're at. That's the problem there. That's one of the problems anyway. So, what's everyone working on at the moment? I'm guessing people should be painting along and doing work and that sort of stuff tonight. Or not. Thunderhawk body. We're done with that. Now a big gun. I need to sort a Legion Store Championship out at some point. I think Paul's appeared yet tonight. If Paul was here, we could discuss it and see what we're going to do. And find a date in the very busy calendar. I think we had our closest to being embarrassingly full at the weekend. We had a 40, not this weekend, last weekend, we had a 40k tournament on and we oversold by a few tickets. So luckily, Lewis, who was running it for us, offered to step out and I stepped out, so we didn't play, but it literally put us at the maximum capacity for the shop. Second time in as many weeks, which is getting interesting. Not last week, yeah, it was the week before. Luckily, this weekend was quite quiet because there was a lot of big events on all over the country for the main games that I played. So yeah. Also, poor management on my part. I double booked an event with the 40k. 40k should get its own day, which it will from now on. 20 was pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. It was. It will be our go-to figure for any events over 1,000 points. So the next event we can do 30. Tickets are up and already selling very well. But after that, we're going to have to drop back to 20s. So 20 people in the shop is a full shop. We max out at 20 on 6v4 tables for now. The plans are afoot. Well, a bit more than a foot, because if there were a foot, then I wouldn't fit much in. But yeah. We are slowly edging towards being bigger. Jet covers, 2 jet covers. We're still at the point where it's we're like still viable for a lot of events, and we would probably have to wait till we start hitting those events week in, week out, where we're maxed out, so to speak. But then it might just be a case of picking between events and spreading them out a bit more. Yeah, it's also what type of event it was, Darren, which drew a lot of people in, with it being like a more narrative style event than anything. it seemed to pull people in that, which was cool. I think the Northeast slowly going off the more competitive side of things. So if Lewis wants to keep running them, then there's a good base to start from. I see the tickets getting quite hot when we go down to 20 ovs. Right, I'm gonna have to make sure I get these the right way around. Is there a wrong way around? I don't think so. I don't think so. That was that one. It wants to be that one. Yeah, that'll do. That'll do, pig. Hey, Chewy. How is you? I'm building a Thunderhawk. Thunderhawk. Right, some jets. Where is the jet? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Lots of jet bits. Oh, I hate you. Really hate you. This is an epic one, but it's thankfully the new skill epic. Why is there 3 of them? I only need 2, don't I? 23, 2 23s, and some 22s. Ah, I see. Right. So the other thing that I was meant to discuss, we are going to push on with the secondhand sales again. I've got a section set up in the shop. I've got product plenty and more coming each week. So I'm going to do a video every now and again of the new stuff that's coming in, the new stuff that we've just got in, and that sort of deal. Bit like we used to when we were doing it in the garage. But I'm getting more and more people asking for secondhand stuff, so I just think it's a need more. Always need stuff, or I will soon. I know what did we get this week? Let me think. We obviously got some Aeronautica bits and pieces, which will be parted out. We got some Eldar. Tell you what, I'll do the wings, and I've got a box. Do you want to have a look through the box of bits and pieces that we got from Connor? You know my opinion on taking trade-ins, Darren. Oh. Right, yeah. Well, that is the whole point. You can actually go and even look on the website now, Darren, and you'll see across the top there is a brand new secondhand section just opened up. Um, and we're going to push on. Right, I don't want to play with them for a bit. So, shall we have a look at a box from Connor? I think it's still in there. I think I've dumped a load of extra stuff in, but I think there's some of Connor that plays MCP. So that's the box. It is a bit of a mess. So what I'll do is I'll put the box here out the way, and I'll get the bits and pieces out. Excuse the mucky mess of the desk. So first up, we have a set of. Yeah, he's got 9 of them now. Hey, X-Wing Tavern Wars. How's you? So we have, as Darren's just asked us about, Horus Heresy jet bikes. We have a set of 3. So they're ready to be painted. They've had the stems taped up so they don't get messy. So there's a set of 3 of them. We have surplus to requirement now. We have 2 War Dogs. So 2 Chaos Knight War Dogs. Again, they might be a little bit more expensive than normal because of the current situation with them. We have a Predator. Has that got Forge World bits on, Darren? Can you see? Is it, or is that just the new version of the old Predator? Or yeah, we have a Predator. We have the Forge World Thud Cannon. That's definitely Forge World resin. Oh, yeah. The actual cannon moves. So there's that. We have Eldar Wraithguard. Didn't really drop a Wraithguard on the floor. Didn't. So Eldar Wraithguard. There you go, Chewie. Eldar Wraithguard. Eldar Wraithguard. That will be 5 Eldar Wraithguard. Are you playing Eldar by any chance, Chewie? And there's all of the loincloths and all of the heads ready to go. And then we have finished Eldar Wraithguard, Eldar Wraithguard, Eldar Wraithguard, Eldar Wraithguard, and another Eldar Wraithguard. So a set of 5 Eldar Wraithguard, painted to good tabletop, very good tabletop actually, but don't let him hear me say that. So the idea, what we'll be doing is they will go on the website. It'll go up for sale as a completed set, maybe a little bit of extra painting here and there if you wanted to put some markings on the helmets and stuff like that, but they're good to go. And we will do a painted set like that for the price of whatever the RRP is of the box. So if they're a £35 box, we will sell those 5 for £35 on the shelf. Stuff like the built and part painted stuff, we will do that round about the 50-60% of RRP. Then we have one of the leaders. Plastic though, Chewy. Sorry. And then I think these, I believe, are the Rangers. They are. Couldn't see them. So they are. Connor's a good painter, but don't tell him I'll said that. So again, they would be the price of the box for a set of painted Eldar. So let me have these fellas back in here. If I can pull my finger out tonight, I'm home alone for the next week, so I might get some extra work done rather than sitting just watching telly and stuff like that. I might get some extra bits and done, get some of this thrown up on the website. The more I can get onto the website, get people coming in, the better, sort of thing. So I have, that's my Tyranid boy. That was the Tyranid boy that I built and painted. So he'll go on under a similar sort of guise to whatever the price is, plus a bit, because these are done similar to commission. So rather than them just being, second-hand ones that we've bought in. So we have some Death Guard Terminators, Cataphractes, and one of them had a scythe there. So all of the stuff on eBay is old stock, mate. So the website from this week will start getting a lot of stock up on there. If you go onto the website now, you will see. I'm going to do it with you just so I can double check I'm not waffling. Under the Protect, if you just go onto protectgames.co.uk, the third tab along is secondhand now. There is nothing there yet, unless you just click the secondhand. I need to work on a load of the tags, work out what's there, and have a good stock take, because there's a lot of stuff that is on the shelf that needs to be bagged and tagged and put away into storage. But there's also, I need to start doing work on it quite a bit. There's still quite a bit on that, but yeah, I just want to start pushing people to the website more than eBay for lots of reasons. Cheaper to sell, not on eBay. We have a Dark Apostle with his friends. Have a Wraithseer. Come on. Not sure how he's meant to go, but a Wraithseer. Wraithlord, that's the one. Wraithlord, Lordy. And we have, you'll know who these are, the little dino guys. No. Yeah, dino guys. With some little goblins to sit on the backs. Yeah, the Seraphon Raptor Rider things. That's not good. How am I meant to sell you these if you don't like them? Chicken Riders. Let's just call them. There's what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's 10 of them with all of the riders. Anyone wanting some more? I've got plenty of these, and I think Will'd have a palpitations if I threw a whole set more at him. So I've got a full set of Khorne Demon Dogs. Rawr. with Karanak as the leader. So again, I think they come in a thing of 5. Is that a thing of 5? There's no more in there. So a thing of 5 of them. And yeah, Karanak himself, the 3-headed wonder. Then I have a lot of, I think this is the last stuff in this, except for an owl bear. We have a load of Ogre Kingdoms stuff, bits and pieces left over, and I need to get them sorted as well. And they will all be going on the website. 5 of both type. Are you on about the Seraphon or the? I need to have a look at why he's not as. Right. There is 10 there, but I don't know what the setup has, so I'm guessing that goes like that. Dynamically paused one. We'll super glue that while we're on. Yeah, so this stuff, we've worked out it's going to be quicker for me to get it listed. And as when we were talking to someone this week, they basically said they would trade in Warhammer 40k stuff, but we didn't have any any Warhammer 40k stuff to, or not much of it to offer from the web from eBay. So I now want to start building up stock onto the website. What's going on with that? Let's have something skewer like. So yeah, I'd like to try and get people going to the website more, if that makes sense, for some of this kind of stuff. Obviously, we're not going to have a huge display of it at the shop. We'll have the 4 shelves down the bottom, as we always do, but I'll just pick out the. What is going on? Pick out the prime stuff to go on there. But it'll all be on the website. Everything that we have will be on the website. Which I think more people. Right, he's a weird one. All of that Song of Ice and Fire stuff still at the shop, and it's all over the tables at the moment because some friends want to try it. But I've got 2 friends that are wanting to buy it as well now. So I want to keep one faction for myself. I've just got to decide which faction. I'm thinking I've got Starks, and I've got a lot of Starks. There we go. Dynamically paused. Wraith Lord. Knights are the big ones. Just put them back in there. So yeah, there could be a good chance. Yes, Horus was a good guy. Horus has always been the good guy. Perturabo said so. Well, yeah, stuff like that I might be able to do stuff with, especially if people are picking it up again at the shop. And I know Dead has Greyjoys, so that might be a long-term one when he gets his himself sorted out. Right, I can get back to some Right, there was some guns on the end of them as well, which I missed. So he's an interesting question. So aiming at people like Chewie, Darren, in part. Who else have we got that aren't from the area, or that aren't in the shop week in, week out? Come on, name up. Stick your names in the chat. Work out who you are. Don't be shy. I want to be. Being not at the shop's not a problem because this is what I'm wanting to find out. So, if I've got people like, what's he called? Who was on earlier? Make me go back through the chat. Cornwolf and people like that from down south. Two wings to fly with. If I did a stream with me showing what's coming in and stuff like that every week, would people be interested in that as well, instead of disturbing the painting stream that people come to just chill out anyway? But because I can actually do them during the day and people can actually watch them back as well, so it's not it's not a huge thing that I have to do it precisely at a certain time or schedule it and stuff like that. What, Russell was loud? I don't believe that for a second. He's the quietest man I know alive. Just about doing a stream not once a week, but when we get a whole load of new stock in, doing a stream where people can see what's come in, they get a chance to see it before we start splashing the adverts all over the second-hand pages. That doesn't seem to be liking to stick in there. Yeah, I think the second-hand stuff would be a lot longer. But also, yeah, I think the second-hand stuff, it's more... it works better, but it's better for people to see what we have at the time of release. Wow, that is an interesting fit. You've got to push it up under round. That is an amazing piece of kit. I don't mean the model, I mean the actual Thunderhawk. Thunder, 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 Hawks. Right, there's two things that go on the top. Look like turbo vents. Turbo vents. There we go. Working out which way around they go because it's not so. That's a question. If I was to go salamanders, what colour do you do snowy salamanders? What's the main green? Mute green. I wonder. I don't think I've got it. I remember which one it is as well. Warboss green, Caliban green. Ooh. The Mute. Nope. Close but no Seaguar. And then that's two green. Yeah, because I bet getting it through the airbrush is a pain. It's two Gatorade. Oh, they're not too bad. I think that one could do with a bit more. That's not far off, but I think it's far enough off, and that's just way too bright. Yeah. Yep. Wonder what. Have you looked at the green? Yeah, that's that one. That excuse me, Escaperna green. It's still brighter, but yeah, it's the closest out of the lot. What have you tried? They've got wings. The wings, that's what they're for. Oh. Well, no. Yeah. What's the spray we've got? The bright green for that. God, I can't remember the name of it. But I know that was touted as Salamander spray. Whether it is or not, I don't know, but What's GW's recommend? Do GW have any painting videos for salamanders? That's even if I go salamander. I don't know. Salamanders sound cool, but the good guys. Don't like good guys. Have we seen any hints to what what we could possibly get? What have we seen that's available? Oh no, 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 please don't. Oh. Oh. I think I like the look of the salamanders because of the Aeronautica Thunderhawk I saw painted at Forge World. So we have Wagflesh, Null. Oh. Warpstone, Glow, Laid to. Wagflesh is very dark. So they're parade ready to battle ready are literally two different colours. That is, as they say, interesting. So I'm just putting the wings on. These wings actually move. So they are down in the down position now, and then I can glue them how I want later. I'm not one for moving parts. I just want what looks best. I think it would be probably that. That. I'll have to have a look at some pictures when they're done. And that is a tailpiece. So what do you do snows with? Do you do moot green, wash? Craig's going to buy into it. I just know he is. Come on, Craig. You know you want to. Look, how good is this? You get to fly big tank or drive big tanks and fly big gunships. Hmm. So for stuff like this, where you're going with you probably smash the moot green, do the wash all over, and then dry brush moot green back onto it very lightly, and then edge highlight some of it if possible, if you want to. Craig's ran off now. Two more wings and two more small guns. There's the wings. Yeah. Yeah. That is not a bad shout. Because it'll also be painting lots of little troops and stuff like that from the. Were salamanders in 30k? Let me have a quick look. Do they look like I think they look in 30k? So they are the. So that looks like it's a dark green. Then, yeah, a dark green with a moot green dry brush, to be honest. Looking at that. Yeah, been there, done that, got the abuse. I did it when this sort of thing was cool and I had My Little Pony Decimators. Still have the My Little Pony Decimator. Have I brought my Little Pony Decimator home with me? Right. I also think I've proved dead stay wrong because look. Yeah, they're not far off. Heresy Salamanders. Well, what time is it? It's 8 o'clock now, so I don't think I'm going to get it primed, dried, and ready. So I might leave it and then work out. Yeah, well, I think the Salamanders under the Warhammer. So I just did a search there, and the first two look as though they're just done. The Salamander head. Oh, that head plate looks amazing. Why didn't I do Salamanders? Right, that's it. I'm going to listen to some Salamanders bump over the next couple of days. Oh, that's cool. Look. Everything then seems to be upside down. Oh, it's underneath, that's why. Don't judge. I can sense you all judging me. Have we got anyone that plays salamanders in 30k? Darren. I have no idea why I was going to call you Dave there, but... It'd be because I've been talking to a Dave for most of the day. Card games. All sorted now, though. So I've got one of them, and then I don't see, I've just thrown it in the bin. Landing, scared. Ah. An extension piece to make it higher so it doesn't fall off the base. I'm not sure that's the best, but I don't know what I did with that one. Squash it a bit. Right. Did I just throw it in the bin with a bit left in it? That I can see. A bit. So it's not what I thought. It is that bit, isn't it? Yeah. Thing is, if no one's doing Perturabo, I'll probably just do Perturabo because they're easy. They're the bad guys. Sorry, good guys. Epic will be out by October, won't it? Yeah, about then. Two. Yeah, def. Yours aren't? And right, how do I have to make 2 of them? Ah, get it. Right, drop it. Yeah, but loyal to who? That's the big issue, because obviously being loyal to Horace is definitely what people should be looking at. None of these supporting the Emperor. Missiles, lots of missiles. So we agreeing that Perturabo is the good guy. You've got a weird way of spelling Perturabo. There we go. Bad guy. Right, I can either put skids on or I can put flat panels. I think I'm going to have this one flying, so flat panels it is. Don't think it changes anywhere I'm going to paint it, because there would just be silver up inside here. So if I do the silver, there's no change. And I would probably do green over a silver anyway, or a black, so it would be blacked out and you couldn't see it. So both ways is fine. I always play the good guys. Loyal to Horace, always. He was always the good guy. right up until the end. Technically, we could say the Tyranids, because they've got no ulterior motive of power and stuff like that. They just want to feed, eat, multiply, take over worlds. Right. I think that B. Yep. That, as they say, is pretty cool. Let's have a look at it. So that's how it's looking. Obviously, attack wings in X formation. It's now an X-wing. Yep, Tyranids are good guys as well. And a huge loadout. That will be. So I did a Tyranid this week, a new scheme compared to what we have been playing around with. He's behind me. There he is. I can finish some basing on him as well. There's more work to do. So I've done this fella, who is one of my black Tyranids. So let's do a bit of work on him. If I can find the orange. It's a nondescript orange. Just a little lid of orange, and then that's going to be too big. I've messed up. Much too big a dry brush. Let's go with catch you later, mate. What, my Tyranid? He's sort of orange. He's got orange bits on him, but the majority is black. So I'm just dry brushing the fleshy areas with the orange. I'm just going to compare it to the other orange. Is this even open? Nope. Just want to see what this orange is like for dry brushing. That's quite a bit brighter. That's a different orange altogether, but it might be what it needs to contrast it. That makes sense. don't think I've ever found a good orange for dry brushing. So, is there anything? Let's try the heavy option. Yeah, catch up, tomorrow, mate. Good luck. So this is a paint that I've just started playing around with. I think that's a bit thin. It needs a good shake. These are the extra opaque game colours. Apparently they're really good pigment-wise, so I'm hoping that that is the case. No, that's... I've done a splash there, but yeah. Oops. That brush is a bit... Just getting some dry brush layers on it. I think that brush has about had it. Put that one in there. Let's have a look for... That's the one. Oh, there's not many solar oranges left, Lee. Looking for the foundation. So that's the old foundation pot, but I'm almost certain that one's dried up. Ah, there's one in here. I think that's a little bit thin. What have I got in the way of dry brushes that I can use? Not go too big. Better. So I'm only doing the top bits as well, not going as far down. Definitely not underneath. Just where you can see it. That looks a bit better. I have to clean that one. Brush Restorer. So I have a pot of Brush Restorer. I can't remember the name of it. But I'm just going to drop that dry brush in there because it doesn't matter if it sits on it. Right, where is that Pro Krill brown wash? Not flesh. Not mahogany. Brown wash, where are you? Let's give this a go. Oh, yeah. Just tonight? I got attacked. So, a squirt of Pro Krill brown wash under the base. And now to spread it all out. This is meant to be very close to Agrax. I'd say it's a bit milkier, if people understand that. Some washes have a milky texture to them. I'm not sure what it's going to be like when it dries. Hoping just like Agrax. But I also want it slightly different because I do like the dropper bottle for this, especially when you're doing a big base. You can just squeeze a bit onto it and then spread it out. But that has covered most of it. I think it has. Brilliant. So some other so that was 2 drops of Hive Dweller Purple. In the mix. That's black. That's yellow. What greens have we got? I'm going to go with Shamrock. So I'm trying. While having an alien-esque landscape. Having it a bit like blended. It merges together. And this is one of the good things that I have found is the army paint, speed paints, when they're wet, don't tend to react and cause problems. I tried this with some contrast and had some small issues, not massive issues, it wouldn't blend. I know it's not meant to, but it just wouldn't. Yeah. I did this on the big guy. It does take ages to dry, but it looked so good later on. I say it's all wet, and I keep dropping balls of paint in there. It also makes it look as though he's stood in a load of goop. Go. have some. There we go. So I don't know if you can see that. I do love the speed paints and contrasts for going over this brown earth stuff. But that should all blend and dry. You can see it's still splurging around the corners. And we'll see. Worst comes to the worst, you brown earth it and do a different colour. But we shall see. So that's that done, and that's him done. Oh, glasses, normal glasses, so I can actually see. What I think I am going to do is, out of the way, call it a wrap for tonight. We're at a natural. We've done the base on that. It'll take a while to dry brush. Yeah, natural break. So I will call it there for the evening. Thank you everyone for coming and watching again. It's been great to see you. I will be back next week. I'm sorry about last week. I definitely didn't forget at all. So catch us all next week. In the meantime, take care, stay safe, and have fun.